Hey guys, Spirit of the Law here. There were lots of big AoE4 announcements, but for people who only care about AoE2, there was some good news today for you as well. The next expansion, Dawn of the Dukes, is officially set to be released this August. They haven't given a price yet, but it feels like it's a pretty safe bet that it's probably around $10 US. You can also get it for free though if you pre-order Age of Empires 4. Usually the advice is to not buy any pre-orders until the reviews are in for a game, but if you were going to buy Dawn of the Dukes anyway, it's like getting $10 off AoE4. It's kind of a clever business strategy that may help out both AoE4 and interest in the new expansion. As I think most people already assumed, in Dawn of the Dukes there's going to be 2 new civilizations. My guesses a couple months ago were a combination of Poland, Bohemia, or a new Russian civ, and there didn't end up being any big surprises. The first civ is going to be the Bohemians. Their unique unit is the Hussite wagon, billed as a deadly forerunner of the modern tank, as well as a unique upgrade to the bombard cannon, which I'm going to pronounce Haufnitz, but I'm really just guessing there. Here's a closer look at the Hussite wagon, and you can see it looks a bit like a battering ram, but with cannons pointing in every direction, so I can see the tank comparison. We also see the Haufnitz as well, which looks a lot like a bombard cannon. It'll be interesting to know how it's an improvement, whether it's more range, more attack, splash damage, or HP. It could be a combination of all 4, as the operator seems more heavily armored, and the cannon itself also looks a bit meaner. We also get a look at the Bohemian castle, and I have to say the architecture is always really well done in the definitive edition. The civ seems to have access to hand cannons and at least cavalier, crossbow, and halberdiers. In another shot against some Teutonic knights, we see the tanks in action and how they appear to orient themselves, as well as more of the same army composition. The Teutonic knights also seem to have a brand new mounted version, but I suspect this is just for scenarios. This scene in particular really has the look of a campaign mission, but it's still a great addition to the scenario editor. The other new civilization is going to be Poland. When I guessed them in an earlier video, I know some people weren't convinced, as we already have Slavs, Magyars, and Lithuanians, which have all taken some inspiration from Poland already, but here they are. The write-up emphasizes their fertile plains and industrious farmers, and I'm curious how they'll find yet another farming bonus that hasn't been done. It looks like they have a unique and larger mill, which could be custom scenario eye candy, but I'm convinced it's a unique building with a special effect. There's not enough here to speculate on what exactly that effect is, and if they didn't emphasize the farming specifically, I would guess it can produce herdables. Either way, I expect it's going to have a unique effect, and the team has been getting progressively more creative with using unique buildings in civ design. The unique unit is the Obush or Obuk, again I'm just guessing at the pronunciation, which is a heavy infantry unit with a hammer that, quote, tears armor from the opponents. Interestingly, it's not the Winged Hussar, which of course Poland is famous for. You can see in this shot though, they do have Winged Hussars, so it's obviously in the game, but just not a unique unit. Personally, I doubt this is just for the scenario editor, and most likely it's a reskin for the normal Hussar. If Turks didn't already have the bonus, then I expect Poland would have gotten the light cavalry upgrades for free. Alternately, it could be a final upgrade for Hussar, almost like an elite Hussar, similar to the Imperial Skirmisher for the Vietnamese. Personally, I hope that isn't the case, as then we probably wouldn't see it except in very long games. We can also see some of their infantry unique units here with their battle hammers. It's somewhat implied that they ignore armor, though I expect they could also have an area of attack, kind of like the Slavic Druzina. They don't reveal too much about the Polish tech tree in the shots, though I'd expect a light cavalry bonus, and it's implied they have access to both siege onager and siege ram, so some decent infantry, cavalry, and siege is possible. In this last shot, we get a great look at their castle and wonder as well, and again the art is always on point. There's also going to be 3 new campaigns, one for each of the new civs, Poland and Bohemia, and another bonus one for the Lithuanians. This shot appears to be a big battle between the Teutonic Order and Lithuania, and I wouldn't be surprised at all if this is straight from a campaign. You see the alternate mounted Teutonic Knights are just in the back chilling, and I expect to see a lot of custom scenarios featuring them moving forward. That's all of the Dawn of the Dukes news that's been released at this point. It all looks really good to me so far, and I'm curious to see what the civ bonuses are. They took the unique techs, especially in Lords of the West, down a different direction, and there was some pushback about the one-time nature of a lot of those techs. It'll be interesting to see if they continue going down that road, or if they decide to play it a bit more safe this time. The new mill design in particular for Poland tells me they're trying to get creative, which I completely approve of. The only thing I wish at this point is they provide some official pronunciation guides for the unique units. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.